Hello there, this is RomWills coming back at you with yet another video. Focus on yourself and not the next man. And this is a follow-up to my last sit-down video where I said don't project your issues with women onto the next man. Focus on yourself. And I don't even mean that in just a bad way, like, yeah, this other man won't get play because of this. He's built this way, or he looks this way, or he's making this much money. Even in situations where that other man is getting women, because there's a lot of guys out there. I mean, you got whole channels talking about how handsome these other men are. Okay, what good is that doing for you? Like, you might be worried about, okay, that other man's tall. Okay, well, how's that helping you? Or that other man got this much money. How's that helping you? And you know what? This is a lesson I learned in life, because you just never know what it is with a particular man that gets a woman. I remember way back in high school, there was this guy, and he didn't have that square jaw, and he didn't have that square jaw, and he wasn't over 6 feet. And I know some people would probably say, well, that's how it was back then. But hold up, listen to what I'm saying first. See, that's a problem too. Listen to what I'm saying. Because even back there, compared to some dudes then, he probably shouldn't have been getting to play, because there was some athletes, they were getting played like crazy, and they had all of those things. But he was still getting some play. And I asked him one time, I said, how you getting so much play? He just said he made them laugh. But they see, that was his game. That was his game. But see, somebody else coming along, they can't do the same thing. Now, I've told that story several times about this guy at Zanzibar. For those old heads from DC, y'all remember before it was on the waterfront, and it's not on the waterfront anymore apparently, but before then it was in downtown DC, just a few blocks away from the White House. And I talked about this guy, tall dude, we'll call him Javier. We'll call him Javier, right? And he would just stand there and get women. He would just stand there and women were going crazy. And I mean, he was tall and he had a certain look. He'd just wear a t-shirt and some slacks. And I mean, this dude had a pockmarked face, all of that. And I remember specifically 2 dudes came in the next week dressed just like him, and they were walking around trying to get the same amount of attention. It was like, hold up. Just because he got that attention looking a certain way don't mean you're going to get it. Every single man got to focus on his best thing. His best thing. I don't care what his body build is, what his height is, what his race is, how much money he got. Because you got 4 billion women in the world. All of them like different things. This is why I talk about a tribe. Every man got different tribes. Different women like different things. A man got to focus on what works for him. Because you know what? He might not be like the height thing. He might not be 6'2". Okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it then. He can still dress up. But then you got another guy, he might can dress up, but then this other guy, that might not be his thing. That might not be his thing. He might just say, nah, I ain't dressing up like that. But then you'll get some women who will like it. You got to think, what is it about you that attracts women? I mean, and then really think about what is it first about you that repels women, but then what attracts them. Now, you got to think, what is it about you? You can't be that next man. See, that's one of the things, though. You get some guys thinking, well, I'm going to be like that next guy or something. It's like, nah, that ain't him. Like, you get some guys that like the height thing. You actually get some guys out here, like, getting surgery and stuff and taking 2 years or something so they can walk again right. But then a woman will still reject them off of something. And I'm still waiting to see that. It's not going to be any different. You think it's one thing, but then something else will come off. Because see, here's the thing. Let me talk about rejection for a bit. A woman always finds a reason to reject you. You can be like that male supermodel of the world type. You can have all of that, and some women's going to reject you. I've actually personally known some women, they'll reject a man because he looked too good, because they feel like he too pretty. But then, of course, you're going to get some women because they don't like how he look. They ain't going to like some women ain't going to like a guy because they feel like he getting too many women. Some women ain't going to like a guy because he's too extroverted. But then for those same reasons, there's some women's going to like him. See, here's the thing. A man has to only focus on himself. Remember, his main relationship is with himself. That's the first thing. And he can only be so much. He only going to be so tall. He only going to be a certain race. I mean, yeah, he can try to make more money, but depending on what he's doing, he might not be doing that. He might not have that spectacular job that some women are looking for. They might be looking for that corporate dude, but you might be more blue collar, which is nothing wrong with that. We need that. We need more craftsmen. We need that. In fact, I've said on my business channel, it's been said that these plumbers and electricians are going to be making real money. That's another conversation, but here's the point though. We still need them. We need somebody who might grow food. We need all of that. That might be your calling. See, every man's got to first worry about his calling, what he's going to do, and the women down for it. And I'm just going to be real. Some dude, whatever he's doing, whatever he got, he might get more women. Okay, fine. You might not get as many, but you know what? You don't worry about it. You worry about getting the women down for you. I've even said that before. I even said that in my book, Nice Guys and Players. I talk about Mr. Goodbar, that guy who's getting all these women, and that's cool. But I also said every single man is a Mr. Goodbar to somebody. Even a non-select dude. He might be non-select to most women, but he got to find the woman that he is good with. He has to find the woman he is good with. And see, he has to focus on himself. He can't worry about it. You know what? He's not going to look like that next man. He ain't going to be as tall. He might not be as smooth. He got to worry about his game, what he can do, what he's presenting, what he's the best at. And he has to be comfortable with that. This is very important. This is very important. Focus on yourself. Focus on developing your best self. And then don't worry about the women who are going to reject you. Somebody's going to reject you. That's just life. That's just life. They actually saving you some time. You want the women who are in cooperation with your operation. And once you get comfortable with that, please, once you find your tribe, you'll get to the point you're going to look around. You're going to look around. You can go any place and you can find a woman in a place that's down for you. You ain't worried about the rest. That's on your vibration. See, that's how you got to think about it. But notice I say your vibration. Don't worry about how that next man is doing. That next man might be that comedian making everybody laugh, but the woman's who you might be that more introverted dude, that more serious minded. But the women down for you, that's what they're looking for. They looking for you. See, how's a woman going to find you? A woman looking for your personality traits that you focused on. You focused on being your best self, but you trying to be somebody else. You pushing her away. She might walk past you because you trying to look like somebody else. Whereas that woman might have been, she might have been down for how you dressed, how you carried yourself. But see, you trying to mask like you somebody else. Focus on yourself, okay? All right? So that's all I have for right now. Think about what I'm saying, and I'll get back with you. Peace and blessings.